actually have 10:14, but. We're going? Awesome. To the pledge and then we bring in. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We're ready for you when race from Logan. You lost Nina?
Yeah, we lost you.
You'll be here then. Morning, guys.
How's everybody?
Pretty good. We are live.
We're gonna kind of put online, well, hopefully today, but I can't guarantee they'll get it on today.
They're always listening, but not watching.
Oh, we are recording.
Did you finally, you finally?
Finally got on.
Yeah, now it's gonna take you a day to download all the emails.
He hasn't been able to get to his computer, hasn't worked for about a month, and we've called our IT people twice, and
You just couldn't get on the internet. He kept trying to get me into his private email.
so
I
what,
get on the internet, I couldn't get into my email.
so when I was, they go in there and they take over your computer, you know, and you watch them go around. So then he had me show him what it was doing. And I would type in Ty's email and it would bring up my personal email. And he says, "Oh, that's weird." Yeah, it is. So we thought I guess it's working, but it still takes him a half hour to get on there, so.
Yeah, I've been, since 9 o'clock, I've been on this trying to finally get done before you guys come in. I was about to throw it out there and you guys saw one.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Our new welcome back.
The two gravel pits that are being developed or reopened, are they going towards road construction? Do you know, or?
Yeah, but they'll be for, are you talking the one that, states, on the state land, the BLM one?
You know, I don't know where they're at.
The one over by Watkins, I heard is gonna be used for, on Highway 200.
Okay. And then isn't there one out on Union where you used to be?
Yeah, there's one there but they haven't told us where,
It's going.
no, it's
You know, I've had a
going.
couple people ask me, is that to wind energy? You know, to help them build or do something? I said, well, I don't know.
No,
We haven't heard one way or the other. We know which company. I forget now, but we got paperwork saying who the company was that's gonna develop it.
it was Fisher, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, great.
Damn it, darn it. What is that on?
Page 2. Or second to last paragraph, financial free.
On, is that one of the resolutions?
Yeah.
Is that
Page of the resolution.
the for or the against? I mean, I can just search for it, like,
It's the against.
Okay.
Page 2, the second to last
Yep,
paragraph.
okay. Alright, I think you already told me that too. Or I fixed one and didn't fix another or something.
That's fine.
It's basically the same.
Got it right on the fourth one. Same color.
Okay. Well, and I just fixed it on the against one. I'm pretty sure you told me about that and I've still missed it somehow, so I used the search feature this time. That's the only one I can find.
Oh,
Wonder how quick the moving team will take to send us a bill, because that'll tell us pretty quick too how much money we've got left. Overall.
There's a lot of Februarys where that project wouldn't be moving forward at this time of year.
No, but on Friday, I went to learn about this weather station they have out across from the supper club and. You know, we got talking, I was like, it's not that many years ago that Frank III seeded on the 28th of February. He started seeding the 28th. So, but yeah, we've also had snow still in drifts until April, so yeah. It's just hit or miss.
So the second part of your agenda was the reading of the resolution, is that are on the agenda?
The
Is that?
today, we're just talking about this. We wanted you guys to look through it one more time before we put it online. People have asked for parts of it, but well, I'm gonna contact him today and ask him to put it on today. But if not, I need him have it on as soon as we can this week, so that everybody will have it. Then we'll announce it on Facebook, and then everybody who wants to read it can do it, can read it online. So
and that's along with our provisions here.
everything in that folder is gonna go. Is gonna get, yeah,
Okay.
everything that in that is gonna go online, so everybody can read it. We're trying to figure out how to do the map, but I think I put the names and the ad or the land in there. So if somebody wants to look it up, they can just go to Montana Cadastral and say, okay, this is where this one is.
I think
Cause,
fair.
cause getting a good map online without jump through hoops. This way you know exactly. This piece is in, this piece is out. So, and then we'll also say, if you want, you can come see the map here. But, you know, because somebody doesn't want to see it online, whatever, but you know, how big a picture do you make? And then you lose quality, and I'm like, this way, you know, you're curious about whatever, section 3, here you go. You know, you can, and it'll be, hopefully they can put it as an Excel document, but if not, even it's a Word document, you can scroll down pretty easy. It's only like 5 pages. So. Is there something else you want us to put online?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
No, I was just. Nope.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just what we're. Because I mean, I think it covers everything, and I get it, that one piece that is just like 3 lines or something. But that's Montana Code annotated. And I didn't feel the need to, I mean, I clipped it off of something else. Well, but we sort of talked about that this morning. You know, our job is to look at Montana Code annotated. You brought this product forward. We researched Montana Code annotated. Our lawyer is good with your product that has come forward. And we're going to rely on Montana Code annotated. And it's literally that 2 lines that says. So we'll read that. But after that, it's, you know, if somebody has gripes and complaints, they're more than welcome to talk to the legislature. But we have no control over that. So all we can do is rely on what it says. And if that's all they say, and we're not trying to give the message that they should write more, but there's no sense in filling up a piece of paper with whatever else when the relevant part is there. So it's going to look a little bare. Yeah, I mean, I guess if somebody wants to complain, they can
That's
complain.
Montana Code annotated room. Okay.
Yeah.
Government saying 3 words.
Yeah, well, at least this time, it's to us, you know, I think we all agree. To us, this is really straightforward. So if there's not 1,000 pages, there's not 1,000 pages.
Well,
So,
that looks good to me.
okay. And I did fix the.
Yep.
I'm gonna circle it on this one, but we're sending them I'm sending it, you know, online. I'm not sending hard copies. So,
And you did say John has reviewed it.
yeah, their original product, yes. And he's also looked at our resolutions, and our resolutions have been updated based on what the zoning folks brought forward and what John said. So I mean, it's pretty straightforward.
Put it online and put it.
Yep. And I mean, obviously I gotta, you know, I still gotta write the dates in there, but that's why it does still say draft. So, and I mean, if I do update something along the line, then we'll take down the older one. Oh, no. If we have an update something along the line, we'll just add it to it. So that we're not taking stuff in and out and somebody can see if there's changes. So that would be better.
So do you need to see our shining faces next Monday?
We won't.
Well, we're gone next Monday. That's why.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why we wanted to get it. You know, so hopefully today, but definitely this week, it'll be up online. And then we'll announce it on Facebook, and we'll keep a copy here on the desk if somebody wants to come in.
Public notices have already been.
They're in the paper already, and Greg visited the whole world. So
We're good.
we've done everything required on our side. We know you're not thrilled with the timeline of it, but we think other than how long it took, we've made the notifications. We're actually doing it for 3 weeks just because we wanted it to be 3 weeks. And then we were gonna do it next week, but we are going to this Mako conference, so we're gonna do it the following week. So we don't know how else to notify you. John says we're good on notification, but we just want to put it on Facebook just in case somebody's curious. And then I'm gonna email some of this to your list of emails that you gave us and just blind copy everybody about the meeting. And then if they want, they can email us back with comments, or, you know, they can show up on that day. I did ask John about the question over calling in,
Mhm.
and I mean, our regular meetings, we have call-in just because we have a phone, but this is a public meeting. And since we're doing that, his one recommendation to us is we don't hold it upstairs in case there's disability issues. But we've held public meetings there before, and it's just his recommendation. We've already announced it, because I don't want to then go back to the paper and restart it or whatever. So if we do have somebody complain that's not handicap accessible, then maybe what we'll do is allow that one person to call in. You know, we can make accommodations, but we don't have to change everything. Because we don't want to reset the clock. It's already in motion. So I should have conferred with him first, but he didn't say we can't hold the meeting up there. It's just his recommendation. There's been meetings, there's been courts, there's been everything else. So if somebody says, I can't make the stairs, then on a case by case basis, you know, but if somebody says, well, you know, I'm in Oregon and I can't make it. Thank you, duly noted, but that's not a handicap issue, that's a patient issue.
And then we could just do the big hairs thing. There's two strapping men, carry them up.
Well, we
We did do that.
do that, yeah. And we'll take it by case, but we don't see it as being an issue. So we think we're all covered, and so, yeah, it's just, I mean, obviously the draft's gonna come off. And then I think what I'll try and do, anytime I take a draft off something, because even like the resolutions, I think I'll fill in the dates and stuff, take draft off, and then just add that to the file. So that somebody can see it said draft, because obviously that day when we hold a meeting, we're gonna have the for and against in it's gonna be ready to go. Everything's gonna be filled in, except for on the top where it says resolution, because we handwrite those in. So that'll be the only concession. And then we'll sign it at the meeting, and then we'll come down here and we'll come down here and have somebody record it in the office. So,
Are we good with
Yes, we have.
that? Okay.
well, and I mean, anything that comes up or whatever, we can make changes up until after we vote, then we're done. But up until then, because like some of the things in the resolutions, you know, somebody might say, well, maybe there's something new about wind towers they want in there. And okay, we can do that. We come down here, we can update it, have somebody proof it. You know, somebody from what's going to be your zoning board proof it, not everybody. You know, we don't need 50 people reading the exact same thing, but you know, we'll say, okay, you know, we changed whatever. Paragraph 1, you wanted to add, I don't know what else we haven't done in there. Yeah, okay, so yeah, whatever that is, and then come down and say, okay, you know, here's the original. You know, and I mean, you can have a couple people read it or something, but if there's 50 people there and everyone wants to see that we've changed paragraph 3 to add one more condition or something, I don't want to cut off public comment, but I don't see the need for that, you know, because somebody could read it publicly and say, okay, paragraph 3 now reads this. Is there any issue with that? But that way, you know, and maybe we'll have a final product up there, but if not, it won't take very long to fix whatever, because we're only going to fix one resolution. Because we'll call for a motion for resolution A, whether it goes or not. Because one way or another, there's only 3 of us. So both of them can't pass. One passes, one doesn't, but whichever one you want changes to can be done, so long as everybody hangs out for whatever, 10, 15 minutes max, I think.
I set up the owl to record that day from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock. That should,
Yeah. And all we're doing is recording. We're not, like I said, we're not having call-ins.
Yeah, I think that's fair. That's good.
Mhm.
I have a question on your Mako meetings. Are they recorded?
No,
They're not.
I doubt it.
No, aren't they a public?
They're public meetings. If you want to come up, you can go to it, you sure can. But the problem is at any one time, there's 1, 2, 3, sometimes there's 5 or 6, so
Meetings going on.
Yeah, different sessions, and
logistically,
they-
it'd be hard to do it.
We generally split up, you know, like usually I go to the law enforcement ones and then there'll be an ag one and I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like going to any kind of conference. A lot of conferences just don't.
A few years ago, there was one on zoning and I didn't go to it. I went to a different one because I thought, well, that doesn't affect us.
But they never talked about type 1. They talk about,
Yeah, and,
you know,
housing.
city.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in on one of them and that was. And it was wasting my time, because it was nothing that Macomb County,
Ever gonna,
if we're never gonna see it.
Yeah, how close your apartment buildings can be and
What
stuff like that.
Kalispell and Billings and Bozeman have is nothing what we got.
Yeah,
There's one called what, the Fireside Chat with Tim Sheehy.
yeah, Senator Sheehy would be there for a fireside chat.
Have you had many comments or questions, calls since I posted those on Nova?
The only one we got, Kurt Voss emailed and here I can, because anybody that emails us is public record.
Sure.
So, unless they say, you know, this is personal, whatever, please don't share this. But still, technically, if you wanted to, you could freedom of information by emails and read
Right.
everything I've got on.
And I don't need names, you know, maybe you had
Okay.
one call, maybe you.
what did you
Yeah.
want to say?
Recently saw a post for a public meeting for type 1 Antelope Park zoning and request for public comments. Where can I access the documents being proposed?
Oh.
So I told them we're gonna put them online, and then once we do have them online, we're gonna let them know. And then I sent them a copy of who's in it, because I think that's what his question's about.
Hmm.
So, and that hasn't changed.
No,
Oh, who's in the zone?
Yeah, and he has not said anything once I sent him that.
Sure.
So, and I did see him at the basketball game, but I didn't want to bring up zoning and he didn't bring it up. So,
I imagine he was concerned and interested.
yeah,
He would have. In
Yeah.
his zone, he would have been contacted. Signed or not.
yeah, and I didn't get into that. I just, you know, here's the list. But that's the only one that I've heard from.
Circle email. Did you do anything?
No, I didn't, I haven't gotten,
So how many emails do you get a week? I mean,
most of them are junk, but I got a lot.
It all depends. Sometimes it's 30 or more. Some days it's 20 or more. It just depends on what's going on. And then these are relatively new emails, but as we start going to more things and more people get them, I mean, we got somebody wants us to put everything we do online and it's only going to cost. And then we have a guy that's trying to get us to buy weather cameras for the airport. So as more and more contractors and everybody else starts getting it, somebody wants us to do some kind of survey or something, some Syracuse University or something.
A lot of emails concerning the nursing home yet between
Yeah, that's our big subject right now.
Yeah.
Nursing home and the fairground buildings. Those are the two buildings, biggest thing.
We will be having a meeting this one.
Yeah. We're supposed to call Jackie this morning and to kind of discuss that. We have a Zoom meeting with this Chandler from the grant deal and then Christine. But we were gonna discuss that this morning. Do we want to call her? Do you want to be in on that since you're a board member or do we want to call her now or later? Or?
We sure can call her. Yeah. It's okay by me.
Hopefully I didn't lose it.
I mean, our schedule's pretty open. So
It's up to you.
Do you have anything for me?
just that Lane is concerned about the downstairs. The same thing. And I told Lane that we're good, Lane, we're good.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
Did-
So,
He brought up, Lane had mentioned that water pressure in the sink in the utility room
oh,
is really low, so I don't know what that would be about, but
It's on the screen.
oh,
probably. Yeah,
but no, we don't have anything real. So thanks for stopping in.
yeah.
Not that that's not real, but it's,
Yeah, you gonna try and be here too?
no.
No,
She babysits, so.
she's pretty much unavailable on Mondays, but She did email it, she'd be available by phone. I'll text her and see if she can call in now and then we can chat with her.
Yep, thanks for coming in.
Coming in.
We might come home from Mako with a whole bunch of good wind tower information.
We are. Well,
You just gotta poke the bear, don't you? That was not Ty and I, that was Lonnie. That was all Lonnie.
When I worked for Dean McCabe, we built a shop for his dad, Tom, and a nice garage in Glendive, and Tom was a staunch Democrat. So every day before we'd leave, I'd talk politics with him, get him all worked up on the way home. And Dean says to me one day, he says, "Do you have to do that every day?" He says. Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, we'll see you.
I'll stick around for a little bit then.
Yeah.
What time were you planning on?
I'm talking with her. We hadn't really set up a time. She just said to let her know, and so I'll see if she can call in right now. I think I got her in there somewhere. Oh, yeah. I'm not a two-thumb texter.
It was gonna be with who? Christine, and then who was the other?
Chandler, what's her last name? Rowling?
Yeah, for Steve.
Yeah, she's everything seems like we go through Christine and she goes to Chandler. But the topic of the conversation is gonna be about McKinstry hit us with a $39,000 bill.
Oh.
And for
The retainage.
when the project wasn't done, there was money held back, a retention fee. And from each invoice, and that amounted to this 39,000. But we thought it had all been paid like a year ago. And Christine sent some emails that state that it had been, but the print is, I tried printing them off, but the print is just tiny on them. I can't read them. And I tried to zoom them and I couldn't zoom them. Morning, Jackie. You got my text? Okay, I'm gonna put you on speakerphone.
Okay.
Ty and Ellen are here, and also we have one of your board members, Frank, here. So we thought it'd be a good time to talk, but we've got were you invited? Did you get an invite to the Zoom meeting this afternoon?
No.
With Chandler? I'll
No.
maybe I'll, after we get done with the phone call, I'll have her add you, but you did get my email about the McKinstry retention
Yes,
funds and how it looks like we're gonna have a shortfall of money. But,
yeah,
we'd be fine without this retention fee, but that's what the meeting this afternoon is gonna pertain to, whether or not we owe that money, I guess. And
okay.
if not, we're gonna have to, we're hoping you have a bunch of money stashed. So, what else? Oh,
They're short. What was it, 30 grand?
yeah,
35.5.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's their claim though.
that's,
I mean,
well, if we have to pay the 39,000 to McKinstry, there's like 29,000 left in the hundred,
Yeah.
supposedly the 100,000 that was left to finish, these windows and mini splits. And we'll be, what do we have? I think I figured it, we could cover it if we didn't have the McKinstry bill, would be.
right, yep.
So I will email her and have her, do you want me to just give her your phone number? You want to just join by phone, or how do you want to do it? Doesn't,
If she emails me,
okay,
if she emails that link, I can
Yeah.
do that.
I think she has to do the invite, doesn't she? I don't think I could just forward it to you.
You forward it. It should give me the link.
Okay,
It should.
I'll try that. Forward it
Okay.
to your phone or to your email.
My email.
And which, would that be the health center email?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
all right. Then the other thing I guess was that insurance for the Wilhelm House.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know where we're at with that.
So like, I found where we have a contract with county, which expires, I think, in June of this year, but I sent that to Penny.
Okay.
And Penny is, talking to Mako about it. And she said when she found out what was what, she'd let me know. But that was just, I haven't heard from her since last week, so I'm not sure where that's at. If they will agree to this contract or what, so.
Who's gonna pay for the increase in insurance?
I want to ask a question about who's gonna pay for the increase in insurance.
Okay, I mean, I have a quote coming from Circle Insurance, or not Circle Insurance, from Laner Insurance too, so I can see which way is gonna be the cheaper route, and, decide which one I'm gonna do, and we can pay that. And I guess I don't know how, so when we bought that modular and put it up for housing, it went under the county's insurance, so.
Okay.
I don't know if it was because it was on county land or what.
I would assume that would be why, yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, I will let you know.
Jackie, who owns the deed to the new house?
We do, the health center does.
Cause that might figure into the insurance as well.
Correct, right, yep.
Okay. Well, unless anybody's got anything else, we'll let you get back to the kids. They're pretty quiet in the background. You got them all sleeping?
I'm not telling you what I have. Maybe I can find out. I don't know. No, I'm kidding. And when you forward that link, I'll text you whether it looks like it works or not.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Jackie, does the health center have money in case we do have to pay the McKinstry money and everything else? Does the health center have some money to pay for that or?
Yeah,
Okay.
I put some money away in non-funded, so, I mean, but it kind of makes me mad that it's like, is this a hidden fee from McKinstry or, you know?
Well,
Like,
that they were supposed to
why all
hold
of it?
money back, so the issue is
We all.
we switched to was helping manage the grant in the middle of it. Because
right,
this should have been accounted for, and then whatever their fee was, that's money that never should have been spent on doors and heating units. So that's
gotcha.
that's the downside.
Yeah.
Got more work done, but
Mhm.
shouldn't have gotten more work done. But I mean, it's at this point, it's a done deal, so now it's just a matter of paying
Right.
for it.
So
Yeah,
are Dave and Uriah, are they working on the project?
David has, but Uriah has not.
Okay. Well, because what was our next deadline?
Middle of March.
March 31st.
March 31st, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I talked to David like a little over a week ago and he said he was planned on getting there, so.
Yeah, yep. But I haven't heard nothing from Uriah, so,
Okay, we see him fairly regular, so, or talk to him pretty regular, so. We'll send it, we'll remind him.
that sounds good.
All right, well, I'll send that and I guess chat with you later.
Sounds good, thank you.
Yep, bye.
Bye.
So you don't know when you'll meet with her? So they go.
2 o'clock.
At 2.
Well, 2 o'clock, we gotta do that. It's gonna be about 2:15, because we gotta decide on that fair board at 2.
You would need to be here or try to be here, if not,
Be a minute.
what do you think?
I think we're just trying to figure out who's gonna pay for what and how to do
Yeah.
it, so.
See if we owe the money, I guess.
Neither one of us had that budgeted.
Well, that's,
And then when this project all started, wasn't there like 70,000 that the county had to come up with?
yeah, there was a bunch, and then
To-
and then we refused, we refused to pay, right?
Well, there
We
were,
didn't pay it.
no, we,
No,
We paid that, right?
So you did come
When
up.
McKinstry to give us the plans,
yeah,
we had to, they originally sent us a bill, it was like one line for prep work they had done, it was 70-some thousand.
If you wanted to pay that.
Well, yeah, the county had to pay it. Yeah,
and
guess
then,
that would
and
be
then
fine.
that wasn't, we couldn't get, the grant didn't reimburse that money.
because it was work done before the grant. But we would have literally had to start from scratch, and there wasn't enough time in the grant to start from scratch again. So they had us over a barrel, so we paid them 70-something grand. They gave us a better printout of what we owed, because we told them our auditor is never gonna go for 70 grand on one line for work done, so.
Jeez.
There's no, one day we have a lot of money and the next day we don't have anything.
Yeah,
They're about Medicare, Medicaid. Okay. Well, I should. Want to come back in or not? I guess.
well, could we forward that to him too, the meeting? He is the chairman of
Yeah,
the
for the
board.
Zoom meeting, you can have as many as you want.
Yeah,
Just need some kind of contact.
I
Does he,
guess I am the chairman now.
yeah,
you can always just get his phone number and then his phone number.
974 2042. See where I'm.
Put your name there. Okay, I'll try sending it.
Yeah, if it
Right now.
works, fine, if it doesn't. Jackie's especially. Well, you guys. I agree, I mean, we could probably come up with the money, but it seems like neither one of us really should have to. It's a-
Well, with that switch, it killed us, because we should have never spent that money. They only wanted, or they recommended we only put 3,000 back, and they're like, yeah, that ain't enough money to. They could have just walked out at any time. So we held more back, and then we all forgot about it, and whoever switched.
And then it almost seems like if there was, that we were told there was 100,000
Yeah.
to finish this project. If this bill hadn't been, this retention hadn't been paid, somebody should have caught that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you see the last bill they got, they said it was the final bill. Last bill we got was their final bill.
And that one was paid.
Yeah, that was paid.
Yeah.
So if you got that as record,
I don't know.
I think that's part of
But
the
it-
discussion today. Yeah.
Yeah, but it also at a certain point, it was identified that there was retainage.
Yeah,
Something was retained, so they got their last payment for the
Hopefully-
work they did.
hopefully Chandler's got some way of,
Yeah,
are they?
no, that,
Or
I don't have a clue what she is actually.
no, she's just a government worker
Yeah,
up in Alabama.
All right. Well, I guess we'll. No. Maybe I'll come back in. You said it'd be 2:15 or so.
Well, she's got it set up for 2:00.
Oh, well, maybe we'll have to postpone this,
Might have to
the Fair Board one.
do the fair board.
Because I don't think we're gonna be able to build a big building right now anyway. I don't know what we're gonna do, and then if somebody comes in and throws $1 million at us, because we're about $1 million short.
I've been there.
Been there my whole life.
All right,
Yeah,
thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Let's do the minutes then.
maybe I can find it. Did you have it online?
I should have sent it. Did I not go out again?
No, saying that. I'm not done yet, but it's around.
You should check your email more often.
Yeah, I should, shouldn't I?
No, I may not have sent it. I swear I came in. No, I did. Said that on Tuesday, Tuesday the 3rd.
Oh, okay. I'm looking a second.
Yeah, that's why I had to come back in.
I got you.
Yeah, I remember.
I got it. It's coming up.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it's gonna take. It's going up. Holy crap. Go ahead.
That's minutes from Monday, February 2nd, 2025. Oops.
So,
Here's the
it's not a good way to start out. 2026, really noted. Man, that's a bad sign.
At the hour of 9 a.m., the commissioners conducted job interviews for the North Road shop. Dan Curtis, North Road shop foreman, attended the interviews. Kerry Phillips, South Road Foreman, met with the board to discuss vehicle repairs and moving the buildings from the fairgrounds. Roger Sheriff, Circle Fire Chief, met with the board to discuss fire department issues. At the hour of 10 a.m., the Board of Commissioners of Macomb County, Montana met in regular session with Ty Taylor, Lonnie Jensen, and Ellen Stemple present. Presiding officer Ellen Stemple called the meeting to order. The Pledge of Allegiance was recited. Commissioner Taylor moved to approve the agenda as amended to add the payment for the TextMyGov notification system. Commissioner Jensen seconded the motion, and the motion passed 3-0. Gina Masser, Greg Nagel, and Frank Wright met with the board to discuss the Mount Antelope Type 1 zoning project. Public meeting will be held at 2 p.m. on February 23rd, 2026 in the courtroom of the courthouse. Pam Walling, Mako Health Care Trust, met with the board to discuss insurance rates for 2026. Commissioner Taylor moved to approve the selection of insurance plans. Commissioner Jensen seconded the motion, and the motion passed 3-0. The meeting was open to public participation at 1 p.m. The January 26, 2026 minutes were approved as amended. There were no committee reports. Christine Weeder Consulting, met with the board by phone to review the CDBG grant and McKinstry payment request. The board attended the meeting with TextMyGov by phone with Kerry Taylor, DES coordinator. Commissioner Jensen moved to approve the payment for the TextMyGov notification system to replace Code Red for security reasons. Commissioner Stemple seconded the motion, and the motion passed 2-0. Commissioner Taylor did not participate in the discussion. The board opened bids for the construction of the new fairgrounds building. Uriah Kierkegaard is construction, and Doug Shenham Construction, and Tandy Kasner, extension agent, by phone attended the bid opening. The bids were tabled until they can be sent to the insurance company. The board reviewed and approved the payroll for the month of January 2026. Voucher number 7 for warrants number 83650 through 83654 was issued in the amount of $8,571.31. Voucher number 1028 for automatic deposits in the amount of $112,823.15 for a total payroll of $120,000, $121,394.46 was reviewed and approved. The office reports for January 2026 were reviewed and approved for the clerk and the recorder, clerk of court, sheriff, and justice court. The board reviewed and approved county claims for the month of January 2026. Voucher number 1030 for the amount of $173,332.61 was signed at this time. The board reviewed and approved timesheets for January 2026 for the employees and department heads under the supervision of the county commissioners. The board tabled the county land purchase to show it was an easement granted to MDT for the Brockway Road improvement project scheduled to take place in 2027. The board reviewed the DNRC water right notice. The notice was a notification of water rights, but the county's water rights will not be impacted. Commissioner Taylor moved to approve the CDBG grant draw for the MCHC improvement project. Commissioner Jensen seconded the motion, and the motion passed 3-0. The board reviewed a resolution increasing the stockyards usage fee to $1.50 per animal. The second reading will be held at 2 p.m. on February 9th, 2026. On that, I think we have a different fee for sheep, don't we? Should it just be for
Well, we can just put it in
For-
the next,
cattle or something?
we can just put it in the next.
When we gotta reread that resolution. anyway.
Well, we'll have to amend, we'll have to table table it and then put it till following meeting.
Okay. Board held the second reading of the resolution setting the office hours for the calendar year 2026. Commissioner Jensen moved to approve resolution number 26-02-02A. Commissioner Taylor seconded the motion and the motion passed 3-0. Payroll deduction voucher number 1029 for warrant number 83655 in the amount of $42,694.10 was reviewed and approved. Correspondence occupied the board for the rest of the day. The meeting adjourned at 5 p.m. I'll approve the amended minutes.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
I motion to approve it. Sorry about that.
I got you. All in favor, yeah, everybody said aye.
Yep.
Good. Because if not, I can go back and listen to it, and check, just in case there's a day in there someplace. All right, so as long as we set. Let me find the resolution. Okay, so being resolved, the Macomb County stock care fees will be $1.50 per cow. Or-
Or cattle maybe or something.
Cattle, cause you got, there's, I'm sure bulls, steers, you get,
Yeah.
So you-
I don't remember what it is for a sheep, if it's 50 cents. I don't, that doesn't hardly get used for sheep, I don't think.
I've only seen it once and that was,
well, it's $1.50 for cattle. Do you want to do 75 cents for sheep?
I think that'd be,
Or do you want to do? Because if it was already 50 cents, then we should raise it. If we're
yeah,
raising
I'm just guessing it was 50 cents. I'm not positive. I could look.
yeah, I don't have a clue because I've
But we
never
can
had.
change that.
so-
Well,
I'll-
let's put it
I'll-
at 75 cents. Do you want to? What if somebody runs horses across?
I don't recall it ever happening, but I guess it could. It seemed like Sparky kind of liked to use that yard for a while, but he hasn't now for.
All right, so let's,
If they do horses through it, I'd say it'd be the same as the cows.
Yeah,
we can do that for cattle or horses.
Yeah.
Okay, now if that were to be resolved, Macomb County stockyard fees will be $1.50 for cattle and horses and 75 cents for sheep. And then we can just put it on the agenda for the 23rd. Okay, you may have committee reports.
I have none, no.
I went to
Hi, Brad.
a little meeting thing on Friday. And Nancy's gonna bring up the information, but it's the weather station. There's actually like 6 in Macomb County. So this newest one is by Gackle across from the Supper Club by Brockway. Just, they built a little pen and put it in there. So it's pretty cool online. Twice a day, they take pictures looking for snow. And they take all 4 directions. They do, wind is always there, temperature's there. They check how much moisture comes down. They have this big, like a metal tub, and it has, I don't know, like metal leaves hanging off it. And supposedly that keeps the crosswinds down. So they actually measure more, or more accurately measure moisture. They got a bare patch for the water that soaks in. They calculate how much moisture is at different levels and how far down the frost goes. They got, they have two different, each side, like north and south. They've got, like a measuring device, just like a big white ruler to see how much snow. And then they also have a camera that looks straight down on a big square panel, and that's to see how deep the snow is. So I don't,
How do you access it? It's got a website.
it's got a website and stuff, yeah. Nancy's gonna bring all that stuff.
That, what, I don't, it don't look like that, but there's something on the divide up there now.
It could be, there's like 6 in Macomb.
But it's, I don't remember, there's a, looks like a, it's like it's got a solar system for it.
Yep, yeah, it's got a solar panel,
Okay, that's not, and it's.
and then it has a tall tower,
Okay,
got the wind on the top. It's got, well, it looks like a milk can,
well, I guess I never paid attention to the
okay,
bottom.
but it's kind of bright and
Okay.
shiny. And, you know, I mean, same shape, I kind of sort of as a milk can, but there's like 6 in Macomb County. And it's paint from some flood in 2018. Well, Diane Black was putting this on, and some guy that was coming around, and he's in charge of them, doing them all and building at different places. And very interesting, started, you know, at a certain point, all I heard was, wah, 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 wah. So, I mean, I retained some of it, but it's got some cool information. And I think, you know, as younger and younger people come up, you know, as opposed to they know what the ground is like when it's frozen, not frozen, then some folks are gonna want technology. Well, without digging down or without using your common sense, you can just get online, it's gonna tell you in different spots. But Diane Black was doing this for conservation districts are involved, and then she's gonna try to get the school more involved. But it was this guy and Diane, and then I told Nancy, I said, I'm coming for this. She goes, oh, I might be interested, so she goes. So I was running late because I thought it was at 10:30. So when I get there, it's this guy, Diane, and Nancy. And then I was the 4th one to show up. And then they did like ribbon cutting out at the one by the supper club, and Diane had Mayor Shenham come out to do the ribbon cutting. So we got him with a pair of scissors and put a little, you know, yellow crime scene tape up, and so it was pretty funny. I thought it was good. So I did that on Friday. So let's see, zoning updates, we've got that. The stockyard fees, we've already gone over that, we'll table it. First read, oh, that's what they were talking about. So we're not, it was a misunderstanding, it was first reading of the resolution establishing type 1 zoning. We're just doing basically that's table. We gotta make sure we got it on the following zone that we're doing the reading the resolution establishing type 1 zoning, not first or second, just the resolution. Ken Street Phase 3 retention, you'll follow that up this afternoon. Reading through the CDBG device drop. And so it's the same thing. This is the so Tori called me and she said we can take everything that's in everything that's left, we can take that. But Christine's still gonna have to get paid. So we don't really wanna take everything out there until Christine is all in the super bad. So I think we can, I think we should just table it for now. And just table it to the 23rd. Cause that way we can try and figure it out today and do it. I think. Unless is this the thing? Let's see what Terry said about for this thing. I think we should hold off paying the bills, any more bills until we figure out what money we do have to pay them with. I just need to sign that. We forgot to have him sign it.
Just the one? Oh, yeah, the other one just. Good. Okay.
Well, this is to renew our radio station for the airport. We should check with Jeff on that.
That expensive one?
Well, I think there's, I don't think this is for the AWAS.
Okay.
I think the AWAS is just hooked into it, but I think there's it must, yeah. It must have a radio signal, because it seems like the pilots can key their mic and that turns on the lights for the runway. So. All this says is, well, it's got a number we can call. Well, you want to see if you can call this guy and see if we need to do anything with this? The way it kind of reads is it's just, it's just a notification. We don't have to do anything. It doesn't really say we have to do something.
The guy that put them wind towers up was a KLJ.
The one by across from the Cycle Club? No, this is some guy, I think he works for the state and he has like a whole crew of people.
KLJ's been, I've been running across them all
Really?
for over a month. They've been out on all the way out and they're welders.
I don't know.
And they were, and this morning I run by, they were coming, they were running out this morning.
Oh,
Okay, I guess.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we know. Here's the information if you want to read about APR getting changed for the Buffalo. You may want to read that.
I think I did.
Okay. What sounds like, oops. So I think we're good then for the agenda if we want to sign off and then.
I suppose we better call our.
Oh, yeah, you gotta figure out lunch.